Good morning. For a fun fold card today. So we have what I think they're calling a double flap. So you open this one and then you open another one. Isn't that cute? So you have a little bit of a surprise. You open the first one, you think, okay, that's it. But no, there's another one. So I made this using the one with the swimsuits, which I thought was really cute. But I'm going to make this next one using the Seize the Day. This one is retired, but I really like, the sea life. So let me move that out of the way, and I'm going to use some of these 2022 in colors. Specifically, I'm using the turquoise, Tahitian Tide. Let me put that there. And I'm just going to be using some of the papers out of the 2022, DSP. So you could do this in any colors that you wanted. This particular design, I also wanted to say, was by Lisa Curcio. So she has a video on that also, if you'd like to look at that. All right, so our first piece of cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11. That's what this is. And we're going to fold. This is just, half a sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. And we're going to fold it in half. Okay, and then we're going to take 2 3/4 off of one of these sides. It doesn't really matter which one, because whichever one it is will become the front. So 2 3/4. Okay. So now this piece is not going to become waste. It's going to be on the front of the card, right? Okay, so then the other piece of cardstock that we're going to need is 3 1/4 by 10. And this one we're just going to fold in half. Okay, and that's going to be our flap that goes on the inside. All right, so then we've got some designer paper. And I have 2 pieces of that. One is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go here on the inside. And you can use, I like the polka dots too, but I think I'm going to use the plaid this time. That's the thing with some of these designer papers, you like both sides, so it makes for ease of use because you always know you can use either one. All right. Whoops. There. Just turn it over. Okay, so that goes on the back. This other piece is going to go on the front. Now, if you'd like to, scallop an edge or, cut some corners or something there, you're certainly welcome to do that. I wasn't going to do that for this card, but Lisa did it on hers. Looks real cute. She did hers with the set that makes like the ice cream sundaes. It's very cute. Okay. There we go. So we have our, base of the card with a piece of designer paper 4 by 5 1/4 there, and another piece 2 1/2 by 4 there. Now this piece that we cut off up here, that is going to go here, and we'll need to put a piece of white on there, which I have already cut. Now on the original card, there was also a piece of designer paper, but I wanted to stamp this one. So the white that I have on here is 2 5/8. It's a horrible 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, and I had already cut that. So that'll give me just a little bit of a border. She uses, typically I have a 1/4 inch on my borders. So it's actually 1/8 on each side. She uses 1/8 of an inch, so that's like 1/16 on either side. And depending on the kind of card you're going to make, sometimes I think the smaller border is just a little more like elegant, maybe. All right, so I'm going to take my colors here, and I'm just going to stamp something that I would like to have on the front. So I think I might just use Seize the Day. Make sure I have it going the right way. So I think I will do that one actually in Starry Sky. I'm going to put that right in the middle. Okay. Now the other two white pieces are going to go on the flaps. So while I've got my ink out, I want to go ahead and stamp those. And those are going to be the pieces that go here and here. So if I'm going to use all the words, my chamois, clean this off so I can put it away. Whoops. Wishing you oceans of happiness. I think I'm going to make all the words in the same color, the Starry Sky. Okay. Wishing you oceans of happiness. Clean that off. And then I'll use the, I think I don't want to put words on the inside because the one I have left is thanks from the depths of my heart, but I don't think I want this to be a thank you card. So I will then put this one away and we'll stamp the greenery here in the Parakeet Party. I'll do a couple of those. Or maybe I'll just do that on the front. I'm a little indecisive this morning. Yep. That needs to be just a little bit darker. Okay, and I'm going to put that maybe here. There we go. Okay, and then maybe I will put one here also. This lends itself to any stamp set, which is nice. As long as just get your paper to match your designer paper. And again, even if you didn't want to use designer paper, you could just stamp something to use there instead. Okay, and I want to put the octopus, I know, on one of them. And I'm going to do that in the orchid. I just love this octopus. There we go. I can see that it's going to pick up some of this ink on the side, so there we go. All right, that'll be my very inside. And this will be the second inside. And I think maybe we'll put a jellyfish on that one. And I'm kind of staying away from the sides because you see the sides here. See how that's going to show that just that little bit. So on this piece, I wanted to stay away from the side. Don't have to. It's okay that if it shows. I just, for this particular card, I didn't want it to. Let's see, and I think I wanted a fish. Or maybe it's just some of these little bubbles. How about the bubbles? And I'll do the bubbles in the Tahitian Tide. I've already got ink all over my hands. That's okay. All right, so just put those there. And I'll put some, see, I've already got a little bit of purple there. So I think I'm going to put some up the side here so you don't notice that so much. Sometimes the placement of my stamp is because I have a little bit of a something I'm trying to hide. Okay, so the one that's going on the front. Move these out of the way. Maybe a fish on the front, and then some of these. There we go. I think I'll put the fish also in the Tahitian tide. Could put a couple of fish. There we go. I'll put one down here because we know I like threes. All right, now we're ready to put the card together. And again, you know, the other card didn't have as much stamping. I'll show you it again in the end. Let's just stick those away. Okay, so to put this together, this is the front. So it's going to go right on there. And you can use your snail or tear and tape or liquid. Use whatever you like. There's no particular adhesive you have to use for this one. Just trying to make sure I get my borders kind of even. Okay, so that's put together. And then this I wanted for my very inside. It goes there. You could use, you know, instead of stamping this too, you can use die cuts. Whatever you want. Sometimes your designer paper is enough. You know, you get some of those that are like a scene, and you don't even need to stamp very much. Maybe just a greeting or something. But I just love the water, you know, beachy sets. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, I find it's easiest, this is the two for the inside, to put this one down first, okay, and center it so that you've got, you know, on either side. I keep thinking this glue is almost out, and I keep getting more. Okay. Okay, so now that's down. And then I put this one on so that I can center this on top of this. And I'm only going to put adhesive. Oh, I got something on there. There we go. I'm only going to put adhesive, of course, up here at the top where it's going to go on the flap. And this time, I think I will go ahead and put it there. Okay, and I center that. Whoops, I got more stuff on there. I think I had something on my bone folder. It's all right. It's just adhesive. It'll come off. There we go. Okay, so you see that when you send this one, they open it, and then they get to open it again. Isn't that fun? Okay, so the original card was here, and I used, you know, designer paper here on the front and then cut out some of these bathing suits instead of stamping it, but that's up to you. And then you open it, and then you get to open it again. So, hope you might try one of these. I think they turned out really cute, pretty easy, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.